The shocking death of 24-year-old Yaoundé University student is still sending shockwaves across the political capital, as family members are still to condone with the passing away of this lady. Manuela Ngandomo Manga was kidnapped and killed last Friday and her body dumped in a maize farm. Observers are asking whether it was a ritual killing or another case of score settling. What was meant to streamline Cameroon's national identity card process has instead sparked widespread frustration in Douala, as 9 out of 10 people say the new digital system is more cumbersome than the old one. And good news for households, as Cameroon's Ministry of Trade has adjusted beef prices nationwide. Though the move targets relief in cities like Douala and Yaoundé, where beef is a luxury, butchers are reticent, citing supply chain challenges. Top stories.
Canal
Yeah, welcome back. Thanks. I'm Kejang Henry. Our social media platforms are open for consultation on Canal International. Now, begin from Yaoundé, where the social media is already awash with rumors of the resignation of Cameroon's Minister of Employment and Vocational Training, Issa Chiroma Bakary, from John Guti's government. Social media bloggers have said that Mr. Chiroma tendered his resignation during the cabinet meeting. How true is this news? We're trying to get up with or hook up with our Yaoundé correspondent Hyson Chia with the update. Hello, Hyson.
Good evening and welcome to the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training here at Longkak, Yaoundé, where we are confirming that the Minister Issa Chiroma Bakary is right in his cabinet as we speak. He has been in his cabinet today throughout the day and has had a couple of audiences from both internal and external collaborators. And right at this point, there are still people waiting at the corridors for the minister to receive them before the end of today. And we've equally visited a couple of offices here where the staff of the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training, they are currently at work. The atmosphere is serene, contrary to what has been said on the social media that the minister has resigned. At the moment, it remains pure rumors, as the minister is sitting right in his office with his collaborators at work, and equally people keep visiting the ministry as it is always on a daily basis. From the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training in Yaoundé, Hyson Chia, Michel Foucault, Kevin Akime for the 6:15 newscast. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, wonderful indeed. Thanks very much, Hyson Chia, for that clarification and update, and that is why people keep trusting Canal International. For credible information, the shocking death of a 24-year-old Yaoundé University student is still sending shockwaves across Cameroon's political capital. And as family members are still to grapple with the passing away of Manuela Ngandomo Manga, she was kidnapped and killed and her body dumped in a maize farm in Yaoundé. Now, observers are asking whether this is a ritual killing or another case of scores settling. Let's get the details with you.
Ma petite princesse, ma copine, mon tout.
The heart of a mother ends in pain. Her world torn apart following the macabre murder of her 24-year-old daughter.
Venez me donner mon enfant. Venez me donner ma petite princesse. Ma petite princesse, mon étoile, ma vie. Ma souffrance, mon espoir, voilà tout mon espoir qui est parti. Vous croyez que je vais faire comment? Les gens me demandent de ne pas pleurer.
She does not know how to start again. Between her grandmother and mother, Manu, as she is popularly called, shuttled around Nguso and Swa. But this fateful Friday, she was coming back from her little job. She never reached home. Her father and mother received a bizarre call of her kidnapper same day, demanding 1,800,000 CFA francs for her release in 48 hours.
Tôt le matin, sa mère vient me dire qu'on a kidnappé Manou hier à 20h et on a envoyé le message qu'on leur donne 1,8 million.
As the grandmother here explained, while they were struggling to put their contributions together and the 48 hours did not elapse, the worst happened.
Pendant qu'on attendait donc tout le monde se battait pour chercher l'argent. Donc quand ils envoyaient le message là, c'est vers les 10 heures qu'on a retrouvé le corps de l'enfant.
24-year-old Manuela Nyandomo Manga, second-year doctorate student at the University of Yaoundé tous, gone like that. Corpse was discovered in a maize farm around Lycée Ngolmekong, Figerolles, the road to Soie, around 10 a.m. Sunday morning.
Heartbreaking indeed. Thanks, Beatrice. Good news for household in Cameroon as the Ministry of Trade has adjusted beef prices nationwide, though the move is out to target relief in cities like Douala and Yaoundé, where beef is a luxury. Butchers are extremely reticent to the adjustments, citing supply chain challenges. Sheriff Asali reports on that.
The Minister of Commerce has set new official prices for beef, stating that 3,000 CFA francs per kilogram for boneless meat and 2,500 francs, down from 3,500 and 3,000 respectively. A day after the announcement, many seem to be unaware of the information.
Nous, on n'est pas au courant que le prix de viande est baissé.
C'est déjà génial parce qu'il s'est souvenu de nous, les femmes de ménage.
Butchers argue that such cuts are unfeasible unless the cost of live cattle drops.
On ne peut pas acheter le bœuf cher et on vend ça moins cher au prix de 2500.
Sans tenir réunion avec les bouchers ou les bergers qui nous vendent les bœufs.
Attempts to contact the regional delegate of commerce in Douala were unsuccessful. In the press release, Commerce Minister Luc Malguambarga Tangana also reiterates the installation of a weight bridge to standardize live cattle pricing and voice support for a cattle interprofessional organization to stabilize the sector. The measure follows rising beef prices in cities like Yaoundé and Douala, but enforcement remains a challenge as gaps between policy and market realities persist.
And what was meant to streamline Cameroon's national identity card process has instead sparked widespread frustration in Douala, where 9 out of 10 people are saying that the new digital process or system is not or is more cumbersome than the old one. Sheriff Asale went finding out to see how effective it is.
Cameroon's newly launched online identity card application system rolled out in Douala as part of a national reform on February 17, 2025 is facing criticism from citizens who say the process has become more of a burden than a solution.
Ce n'est pas normal. Moi, je continue à utiliser mon récépissé. Ça, c'est périmé, je ne vais pas prolonger. Jusqu'à... Même ça se paye.
The system was designed to simplify registration through an official pre-enrollment website, followed by biometric data capture at designated centers. The official fee for a national ID card remains 15,000 CFA francs, but many users report being charged significantly more, sometimes double, due to unofficial fees or third-party assistance.
C'est un processus vraiment à 100% nul.
Beaucoup disent que ça va au-delà de 15 000 francs.
The online rollout aimed to reduce wait times and streamline the issuance process, which has long been plagued by delays and inefficiencies. However, some argue that without better and tighter oversight, the reform risks deepening existing frustrations.
L'ancienne méthode par rapport à moi était meilleure parce que ça donnait.
As the digital shift continues nationwide, the success of Cameroon's identity reform may ultimately hinge not just on technology, but on accessibility and affordability.
And we swing over to Yaoundé, where a project to identify and secure commercial bike riders and users of their services with a unique identification number has been launched in Yaoundé. This initiative is being driven by the council and, of course, in partnership with the administration, and of course it is in line with the government's action to make sure they put sanity in the commercial bike sector. Ati Bonaventure reports from Yaoundé.
Insecurity in the commercial bike sector is becoming alarming, with both passengers and bike riders falling prey to armed robbers on a regular basis. It is against this setback that the municipal and administrative authorities have taken the initiative with a technical partner to sensitize commercial bike riders on the need to be identified and registered in the new biometric system.
L'arrondissement de Yaoundé 7 apparaît comme une unité pilote dans le cadre du lancement des opérations de sensibilisation, d'identification et d'enrôlement des motos-taximens. Cette opération vient nous rassurer dans le cadre des opérations du maintien de l'ordre.
The wearing of aprons with a QR code and a unique identification number is thus mandatory, and all riders must have a special pass if they must cross their municipality.
Personne qui emprunte la moto, vous pouvez vous retrouver n'importe où avec un conducteur et puis on peut l'identifier. À partir de son QR code, vous partagez l'itinéraire et s'il y a moindre pépin, on peut facilement le localiser. C'est à partir de chaque commune que chaque conducteur doit se faire enrôler.
The representatives of bike riders syndicates have lauded the initiative and have called on their peers to adhere and stay away from trouble, as they have only 3 months to conform with the new norm.
And thanks Ati Bonaventure, and the socio-political unrest that has been going on for the past 8 years in the southwest region has greatly affected that part of the country where youths continue to live in abject poverty with, of course, high rate of unemployment. And so to reverse this trend, they have come out in what is known as the Urban Special Youth Employment Program. Our Southwest Chief Correspondent, Ines Ondwabala, reports.
The security crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon has heavily affected the youth, with an increased rate of unemployment amongst them. Youths in this part of the country paid the price of economic and social unrest and living in abject poverty with uncertainty on their future. The government, through the National Employment Fund, is taking the bulls by their horns by offering job opportunities to youth in Limbe through the Urban Special Employment Program.
This project is one of our projects that we have conceived to fight against unemployment. And this is a good concept for the unemployment of youth.
The Urban Special Employment Program aims at integrating unemployed youth for clean-up, sanitation, development through upgrading of social amenities in Limbe.
Next 6 months, these youths will be engaged in beautifying the town, building of roads in form of putting pavements, cutting trees along the street, weeding grasses along the street.
It is something that we have shared together, so it's not one-man show, it's not one-party show. It's a show that as partners we move along together, we share our responsibility to make it work for the service of the nation.
These youth will henceforth bring answer to 2 concerns: improving upon the urban living environment and curbing unemployment amongst youth.
Assigned in for the National Employment Fund program to save half of my money so I can receive a 3 times loan from the National Employment Fund to open my workshop.
Thank them for this beautiful attire they have given us to work with, and we promise to obey and we promise to do our job very well.
The Special Urban Employment Program will give Limbe a facelift.
Oh, sorry for that abrupt cut in that report. And public service frustration is still very deeply rooted in Cameroon, where the people are already questioning whether the public service is out or still out to serve the people. Now, while the civil service was once viewed as a symbol of national pride, Now, professionals are saying, or experts are saying, that many people are already shunning away from the services of the public service. Sharifa Saleh.
Dissatisfaction with the civil service is rising. Complaints range from disorganization and inefficiency to absenteeism and poor service delivery.
Il y a les gens qui commercialisent les signatures, il y a des gens qui ne viennent pas au travail. Ils font beaucoup de choses.
Many government workers reportedly sign attendance registers without staying to perform their duties, while others work with minimal oversight or consequence. Basic administrative processes often require multiple visits due to delays or unavailability of personnel.
Yeah, they just sign fiche de présence and they come back. You see, and when you ask them, what's really going on? They will say the salaries are not encouraging. Yes, they don't need to sign because they have some advantages, maybe loan at the end.
The lack of digital systems and modern management tools further slows operations, combined with allegations of nepotism in hiring and promotion. Public trust in the system is weakening. The result is a civil service that many view as detached from the needs of the population.
Actuellement, si on entre dans un bureau à la fonction publique, il y a un problème de fouille, on va te dire il faut aller fouiller. C'est ça qui me déçoit un peu au niveau.
As Cameroon looks to the future, an efficient, disciplined and responsive civil service is essential to rebuilding public confidence and driving national development.
Sharifa Saleh drawing curtains for this edition of the 6:15 with me, Kejang Henry Atimbe. Thanking you for being there with us. Coming up is Lee Peju with the brief, the actuality. From all of us, it's goodbye from me.
The challenge of protecting